Simply brilliant.
All right, you're welcome back. And that's just, while we were watching that highlight, we did notice something. I noticed it yesterday as soon as I saw the highlight, and Dixon immediately spotted it and brought it to light. And we'll read something that followed after that.
Yeah.
It seems like the witch hunt is not over yet, and they expected her to go the route of the World Championship and probably finish sixth or somewhere out of the medals places. If you watch that highlight, I feel like showing it again from the beginning till the end of the race while it happened live, while it was being run. Her name was never mentioned, and she led from the beginning till the end. What have we done as Nigerian people? The person running the commentary never mentioned her name.
You were busy with Williams. Yes, she's the world title defending champion, like the world athletics defending champion. She was fourth in that race. She would never lead. She was never in second place. She was like that fourth from fourth to the end. You were calling her a racing.
I mean, you can see Tobi Amusan leading from the beginning. From the beginning, he never called her name.
When she crossed the line, he was still calling the second place Queen. He was still talking about Queen. She takes it. If you listen to it, he was saying it takes it. Then later, he now said Tobi Amusan.
Okay, so what's the big one? While we choose to celebrate our own and the amazing feat she's accomplished, certain people are definitely not happy with it, and they filed a petition. What's the word now? When you're not satisfied, you know the way they said, if you're not happy with the election result, go to court.
Go to court.
So they are actually taking that decision. They're taking it to the Court of Arbitration for Sports, the CAS, and it's athletics.
Let me quickly.
Okay, so go ahead and read that.
The Athletics Integrity Unit, which is the AIU, have announced that an appeal has been filed on Friday, 15th September 2023, with the Court of Arbitration for Sports, the CAS, against the disciplinary tribunal, ruling that Tobi Amusan did not commit an anti-doping rule violation for whereabouts failures. This implies that the AIU does not trust the judgment of the disciplinary tribunal and wants another hearing at the CAS. That's right, after she had won.
They're never going to be satisfied. It is what it is.
Guess what? This ruling that she did no wrongdoing was before the World Athletics Championship. You had the whole time to petition for her not to race in the World Championship, right? Now she goes to the World Championship, sixth. You think, okay, we've broken her. Thank you very much. Sixth position, not even on the podium, not even fifth, not even fourth, not even fifth. Okay, sixth, we are fine. You expect her to form to Rindu also to continue in the Diamond League. I bet you that if she had finished sixth or seventh or even fourth, this petition would have come up. Now she goes ahead to beat all the favorites, all the people they wanted to win. Now suddenly they said, no. We need to, they are fighting. I think this is now witch hunting. I think this is sad.
Absolutely. I remember when she set the world record and a certain
Michael Johnson.
Oh, I don't want to call names.
Michael Johnson
came out straight and was saying it was because she was aided by the wind. It was this, trying to belittle her feat. And when I say feat, her accomplishment.
Yes.
And she faced opposition from the unlikely sources, places that you would have thought they would have been proud that someone, in quotes, of color is coming of age. If Tobi Amusan was white, no eyebrow would have been raised. Absolutely no eyebrow would have been raised. And if she was probably from a different country, if she was from the US, I'm not sure she would have been going through this. We watched, we talked about it during the IWF Championship, World Championship last month, where someone actually sent a document that said the 80% of the, 75%, which is 80 athletes in all, of the team, Great Britain team to the Olympics, were not tested in 1 year leading to the Olympics. Tobi Amusan, for just this one, she was tested 3 times. Or tried to be tested 3 times. So the question is, how come there's a rule that applies to some but doesn't apply to others if you're not trying to deliberately witch hunt someone and trying to find them sleeping and in a certain way that you just have something against them, like looking for dirt on them.
I know that she had 12 at that finals last year. She had a 12.06. They came up with this win aided and all that, and they left it in the one she broke in the semi-final, which is 12.12. And I believe the only reason why they had to cancel the 12.1 because they looked at the people coming and like, this record is going to stand for so long. I don't think anybody's going to wipe this off. But a lot of issues were there. Sometimes they came up with she was wearing a footwear that was for distance running, not for sprints.
If it's for distance running, it's supposed to give you. It's supposed to be a disadvantage, right?
So they came up with also that, okay, why did she wear a distance running? Adidas had to complain that it was because of how the distance running is even padded because she had an injury. So she wanted. That's how they wanted shoes to be padded. That should have even been a disadvantage.
It should be a disadvantage.
So
because
that one didn't. That one they said, oh, maybe they went ahead to say that maybe on that day they had faulty timing, just to discredit. There's a documentary about it.
Wow. We'll try to make that documentary available and post it on the Prime Sports Group on King's Chat.
Is Tobi Amusan's world record truly
a world record?
World record.
Why? Because she's Nigerian.
Yeah, because she's Nigerian.
Wow.
So I think this is interesting, and I
think.
But I love her tough mentality. You know, before the championship, I said
we showed the documentary after she finished her heats for the semi-finals.
You saw the body language. You saw everything.
And even the interviewer trying to rile her up. Yes. Talking about interviewers, we'll show you another one that riled up a certain coach. That's our main piece for today. So even the interviewer trying to play his role in that, because it's everything. At the end of the day, they're all connected. Ever since Pastor opened their eyes to the deep state and the activities and how much influence they have and they wield in things of this world.
Yeah, they try to make it their way and push their own agenda and push their own people.
Yeah, even through the media.
Yes.
Asking certain questions, just trying to upset her and trying to throw her off balance, doing certain things. And you saw her responses. Initially, I thought, and this your response is a little cold, but by the time the interviewer kept going on and on and on, I could see exactly where he was going with the line of questioning. So, interesting one. Big ups to Tobi Amusan. She's done it again, 3 in a row, and I think that's really what's
strong
upsetting
mentality.
her. That's absolutely a strong mindset of champions. If you go down, if you get down or beat down, you rise and rise again.
I don't think they thought she was going to. She was going to dust herself and win so quick.
So quickly, right?
Yes. So for me, even coming to this race, I just wanted to watch. I thought, okay, if Tobi does so much, let's say a third position, well, it was amazing that you could see from start to finish. This is
and it's consistent with her previous races in the past, how she dominated in the past.
They just rattled that not to be back to back.
So Pastor Emma just noted, it says, please go and look. Oh, he mentioned it even before we came on the show. I'm just saying this message he dropped on the Prime Sports Group on King's Chat. Now, if you're not a member of Prime Sports Group on King's Chat, what are you waiting for? So much happens there, so many comments that would get you engaged. He says,
Pastor Emma, very early, he had already dropped
he said, please go and look at the race again. The commentators did not call her name till the end, but the other people running with her, and her name was only mentioned at the time. Okay, was mentioned at the end, so something is wrong here. So he noted it even before we showed the highlights. Paul from the twin from Ogun State says, good morning, Princess family. Glad to be watching today. Glad you're watching today too. Says, the petition against Tobi Amusan is just pure witch hunting and not new. Most African athletes or athletes from African origin have gone through this many times. And we're just saying it has to come to an end, because what's good for the goose should be good for the gander. You can't say because someone is from a particular country, so everything is good.
So where's the protection coming now? African.
And that's where the big $1 million question comes in.
It
falls back to our associations and our federations, because if you are not even functional, who is going to even represent you? Who is going to fight for you? Who is going to raise a petition, raise a voice and say this is getting...
Yes, this was a Great Britain.
It won't even happen.
It won't even happen.
It won't even happen.
It won't happen, but
it won't even
would have been all over the place. Everybody would have been shaking. They would have been petitioning. They would have been hit from these bodies.
Yeah, and that's why for us, we lend our voice, and we try to communicate this to Nigerians as much as possible. Put it out there. Put it in our social media. Celebrate her. Let it be heard. I like, not like I'm not in support of violence, but I mean, when the Michael Johnson issue happened, he knew what he faced with Team Nigerians on social media.